Yeah. Yeah. Why? What? I got it right here. Shit right, huh? Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody in the building. Waiting on this hookah to finish. All right. Salute to everybody in the motherfucking building. Let's get it. Salute to everybody in the building, man. First things first, nigga Gucci. I did read the description, my brother. I just might have clickbaited you in this with that title. We understand everything that's going on here, but we're gonna add, we're gonna add to the discussion of what's going on here, man. Salute to everybody in the building. If you've seen earlier, I did a video about this, and I kind of wanted to open the floor up, talk to some of you guys about this as well, and thoughts and opinions on this. On Nike, man, entering, or quote unquote entering the resale space in a way, or the rumors or the thoughts and opinions of all that. Salute to everybody. Let me hit this one time. Get some of that breather in there. So loose, man. I mean, it's not really clickbait though, Sneaker Gucci. I mean, Nike's. I mean, let me see. Let me read the title. Let's read the actual title. Is Nike officially officially in the resale game? So we're asking a question. So that's a question. Oregon Duck PEs being sold on StockX with Nike consent. That's a fact. So there's no real clickbait or lie in the title. It's just we're gonna answer the question and then we're gonna talk about it. So you know, it might be a clickbait, but I don't look at clickbait being bad if it's not a lie. You know, if clickbait is like, oh shit, that's a good title. It attracts me. It makes me want to go to it. It's a good title, a good question, because people are already assuming that Nike's here to resell or intending to resell. We're gonna answer that question: is Nike technically reselling? And give our thoughts and opinions on it, and then also talk about Nike giving the consent to do so. Salute to everybody, man. Hit that motherfucking like button. Sneaker Snacks LLC in the building. Mr. Skinny in the motherfucking building. Salutes to Flacco in the building. Salutes to Nima in the building. Sneaker Pulse in the building. Mr. Perfect. Derek, leader of the flock in the building. You already know what time it is, man. Salutes to No Limit Gaming in there. Seeker in here, man. Chris V. I see a lot of y'all in the building. Salutes in the chat. Let me make sure I got my thing on live. Yes, sir. Stay direct. I see you. I see you. I see you. So, if you guys maybe don't know or do know or heard about it, we're going to talk a little bit more about what is going on with Nike and the Oregon Duck. I thought it was a good topic and something that we could see more and more happening in the future. That's why I think this is very big news, is because this is the first time that we've seen things being auctioned. This isn't the first time we've seen Nike products being auctioned. But this is the first time we're seeing Nike products being auctioned that Nike is not in control of. Right now, if you guys do or maybe don't know, you know, the Oregon Duck Jordan 8s are being auctioned off on StockX. We actually read about this. We did a little video earlier today, and it goes in about basically, you know, they're being available on StockX right now, direct to consumers. This exclusive drop X, the Jordan 8 Oregon Ducks, being auctioned off from Oregon directly, not any third-party person or nothing of that matter. Actually, there is like a company. There was a company. I forgot the name of it. Division Street, I think. Organization committed to or stated on his website, helping Oregon student athletes make the most of their name, image, and likeness marketing opportunities. Plays a crucial role in the DropX partnership. So this is the name of the actual company that is hosting it. Like, this is what's happening. This is who hosts the auction with StockX, this company right here. So they're doing this auction right now on these shoes, and all the money from the proceeds are going to Division Street, or you know, committed to helping Oregon student athletes make the most, going towards the football program and Oregon athletes. So it's not like it's just going straight in the pockets of an individual, you know, or as we typically see resale going, where there's a person that's selling a shoe and then somebody's making the money from it and going and do what the hell they want to do with it. It's actually going towards some sort of proceeds or some sort of like a charity of some sort, which is of the Oregon State football facility of, you know, athletes, whether it's it just says that most of their name, image, and likeness marketing opportunities. I don't know if this, I feel like this has a lot to play in with the fact that now that college athletes can make money as well, you know, off their name and off their jerseys and all that new law and that new rule. There's a possibility that has opened the door for these students also, for them to just make money. Maybe it's going towards the football players. Who knows? You feel me? They did it with the Eminem 4. StockX. Okay, so yeah, StockX did do that with the Eminem 4 sneaker files, but who was that person behind that? Let's look that up. I remember that. Was it directly with StockX? Like, was it Eminem and StockX? Didn't Eminem put his shoes on there or something? Was it his personal? It was something weird about that. I don't know if it was the same sort of way we're talking about it now. Now, the reason why I decided to do this though is because, with that being said, a lot of people were on Twitter talking about, oh, Nike's officially now a reseller. Nike's now in the resale market. Nike's doing this and doing that. And at first I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck's going on? And then I learned Oregon, there was an auction and how it played in part. And this isn't the first time we've seen Nike do these sort of things. They do it with the Dornbeckers every single year. There's an auction every single year that goes on with the Dornbecker, the Dornbecker release. And then we've seen it also with the Nike Air Mag. I believe that Nike Air Mag was done on eBay, if I'm correct. They auctioned it through eBay, and the proceeds went towards, I think, was it Parkinson's? It might have been the Michael J. Fox Foundation or something like that. Let me see that. Let me see. The first retro sold on StockX was a LeBron from Nike. Let me see. Let me look at these then. Let me look at these. Let's look into this. DropX. So let's look at this. See, I'm over here kind of not even defending, but y'all are saying that Nike themselves has been playing their role in here. So can y'all give me some links, Sneaker Files? Can you give me some links to this? I would like to know about that. Because I would like to know about these LeBrons and M&Ms. I'm looking for. I remember the M&M one, but I don't think it was it Nike? I'm trying to find it. StockX. Let me look. Let me just. It was the Jordan was back. Okay, it's back. StockX and M&M have teamed. So this is M&M. So it's not a direct it's the same thing with the Oregon situation. StockX and M&M have teamed up to bring back perhaps the most iconic sneaker collaboration of all this time. The Jordan 4 Encore, only 23 pairs of this sneaker exist anywhere in the world, and has only a pair that's been in the public revival. His okay. So I'm wondering, this shoe doesn't seem like it was even made. It just seems like there were like somehow like Eminem got the pairs, or I don't fucking know, personal archives. This was not then done from Nike. This was done from Eminem. Now, did he probably have to get some sort of okay? Possibly. Let's see. So you get one pair right here. And with that was only one shoe. Was that? It was just one. It wasn't like it was like several pairs. So how many released then? I don't see. I'm reading this and I don't. It just says the StockX charity. Yeah, it just says one pair, bro. Like it says full price lift. The Jordan 4 from 2017, size 12. The original version of this shoe. If legend has it, 50 pairs were produced. Only 50 pairs of this new. Yeah, I don't see that. So I don't know about that. I'm gonna need to see some. You got to send me some links on that one. This is like I said, but we can get on to that. We can talk about that and bring people in on that as well. But back to this situation. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Anyways, Nike Air Mags, Dornbeckers, and now this. However, I said the Nike Air Mag was done by Nike on eBay. The Dornbecker done by Nike at the Dornbecker event. Proceeds goes to Dornbecker Hospital. I believe for the Air Mag, it might have been Parkinson's or something like that. This one's a little bit different. We know that it's being done by Oregon. However, there has to be some sort of okay that was given from Nike to Oregon to even allow this thing to actually happen. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like they're just doing this at will. I think though the fact that it was for some sort of charity wise or being painted that way, that's where this okay can come from. Someone even made the point though. Somebody commented, salute to the homie that commented and said, why is this even a discussion at this point? Nike and StockX are two established companies. So I'm kind of curious, how do you guys feel about this at the end of the day? Do you feel like stuff like this, or even if Nike takes full on fledged and starts reselling shoes down the road, do you have an issue with that? I feel like at the end of the day, all the shoes that are in those archives now, that are sitting in the Nike archives, because they are sitting there, Nike might end up continuously doing things like this, pairing up and collaborating with charities and giving them shoes to then do these type of auctions and resell it. And I kind of think, though, at the end of the day, that might not even be a bad thing. And what I'm trying to say is, let's think of it this way, right? Let's think of I'm not even being I don't even want to say that. I ain't gonna say that one. Let's just say some sort of cancer organization is trying to get some funding, and Nike wants to do the good thing. Nike could give them 2011 Concord signed by Jordan, 100 pairs of those that are sitting somewhere in a vault, and then they're sitting there for a reason, and then they can use those shoes to give to that company for them to auction them off with like a StockX and make their money that way. Because there's no way for Nike just to straight up do some sort of resale. I don't see that at all. I don't see that happening. I don't see that as a possible way for a company or even like Nike to do resale straight up without it looking immoral in their eyes. You feel me? Hit that motherfucking like button in the building, man. So I think we're going to start to see more of this happen more and more. I actually go to the actual bid. Designed by Tinker Hatfield, the first time ever a U of O PE is being released to the public. Get your bid in today for a chance to win. I also think that Nike and Nike and even Oregon have they know what happens. They see what happens. They see how much these shoes are going for, and they see how these shoes hit StockX. You give this shoe to a basketball player after they graduate, they end up selling the shoe down the road anyway, making money, or they sell the shoe somewhat like even before they graduate or whatever. They see what's going on, and so instead of just letting this basketball player or football player go off and flip that money, they say, hey man, let's just do it straight up where we flipping it from the school's aspect. We're not about to let this student go run off with it. We're going to do it ourselves from the school's end, and we're going to use that money how we want to use it. In the world of sneakers, University of Oregon PEs are treated with a different type of reverence and respect, typically reserved for the Oregon athletes, alumni, or friends of the Nike family. StockX has teamed up with Division Street to put 100 pairs of Jordan 8 U of O PEs up for auction. This is the first time ever a U of O PE is being released to the public. The Ducks. Also, I talked about this too, man. The Duck staple patch is the feature of shoes iconic Chanel patch. This is the first black Duck Chanel patch and will be the last time this version of the Duck is ever presented on a shoe. So I read somewhere that this black Duck is to represent black athletes. Is it me or do y'all, maybe I'm just so used to the world we're in now, but is this making this Duck black for a black athlete? Like that was what I read, that they did this. What do y'all feel about that? So is the white Duck to represent the white athlete or something? I need to know what you guys got to think about that. I need 100 likes though. I'm about to end the show though. I need 100 motherfucking likes or I'm about to end the show. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait till we hit 100 likes. Fuck it. We got 168 in the chat. We're not about to sit here and just like, y'all not finna embarrass, man. We can't be embarrassed. 2 Wild Crew in the building. We can't even hit the like button, man. Like I said though in my video, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking like too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Maybe I'm being too sensitive. I don't know, but that just threw me off when they said that that's what it represents. A different website said that. StockX isn't even saying that, so I can't take this as that being the reason. It's just probably a black Duck Chanel patch, first time ever. Yeah. How the auction works: the highest bid is in accordance to the number of available pairs, and each represented shoe size. With the entrants who win the pair, the bid price will be on sales. Excuse. So there's all the sales right there. So let's go ahead and bid now. Let's look. Damn. So the highest bid for this shoe is $5,000. Yeah, I said that shit like that shit did like Daffy Duck though. So there was one that was like a fucking, it said 80,000. Like who the fuck is this guy? Who is this, man? Who is this guy? Who the fuck dropped 80 bands on this bitch? Somebody out here balling, man. Whew. Oh, that's you? That's you, No Limit? Oh, my bad. I should have known better, man. I should have known better. But, yeah, overall, is Nike officially in the resale game? I'll answer your question. I don't think this puts them there. I think this is very similar to what we've seen before with various other charities and auctions. It's not a direct direct correlation with them actually being part of resale and the resale culture. I mean, their name's not even attached to this. They are some way involved because I'm pretty sure Oregon couldn't just do what the hell they want to do with the shoes. I'm pretty sure they had to have some sort of agreements or some thumbs up from Nike, and their reasoning behind this was for the students, and I think Nike allowed it, and Nike went forth with it. However, I do feel like we're going to continue to see this more and more moving forward in our culture, and to the point, we're going to see more stuff like this happening. It is what it is. Salutes to Alberta. Curtis, what's good? What's good, Curtis? Yeah, it is like a charity, and I can't lie. Like I said before, man, I definitely would like to see Jordan Brand drop some more eights, man. Now, I would like to open up the lines if anybody wants to, hop in, give their thoughts and opinions on this, talk about this a little bit, speak on it. If there's anything else, also we could also take this subject. There really wasn't anything else, but I did want to, like I said, I did say before, maybe y'all didn't catch it, but I'm gonna be trying to go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, especially for the month of December. So, yeah, also join the motherfucking Discord. Join my goddamn Discord. You know what I'm saying? Join the goddamn Discord. No, the Flacco, the proceeds are going to the division, which is it's a company. Basically, it's going to Oregon. It's going to Oregon, the football team and the athletes. So that's the link right there. If y'all want to hop in and chop it up, you got anything you want to say about this? What's your thoughts and opinions on this? I honestly don't see anything. Honestly, don't feel no type of way or see really any issue with this. Now, do I feel like there's, like I said, I think really the one thing I do see is that we're gonna see more and more shit like this happening. Sneaker Files spoke on Eminem. I need to look. If you want to DM me that link, you can. Apparently, it's been going on for some time. These are PEs though, Oregon Duck PEs. The first time that they've actually hit the scene, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit something different that I'm not used to seeing. The guy who owns the store I work at went to college with his friends with the dude that started StockX, and apparently he said Nike has some ownership of the company. Whoa, buddy, you throwing some goddamn big old charges on that bit. John is in the building. What's going on, John?
What's going on? Salutes. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Is
sir.
my audio good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first off, salutes to you, what I'm saying, and your platform as well, and salutes to everyone in the chat. I wish everyone, happy holidays, and I hope everyone's doing well. This is an interesting topic that you bring up, man. I think that, when you were talking about the stuff that they're doing with StockX, Nike has done that in the past. I know you talked about the M&Ms. I think they've done some other charity stuff with Dorenbecker before, as far as like auctions.
Yeah.
I don't know, for instance, like the Marty McFly's is a very easy one that I can think of. They auction that directly off on eBay. And of course, eBay is known for also kind of being a home for resellers to resell their product on as well. That was kind of like the original place where people were really outside of consignment shops and stuff. It's like one of the original places for them to do that. So,
quick question, John. Somebody asked a question. I'm pretty sure you want to get it off your chest. What's up with the trial? Is court going on today, or is that waiting?
No, that's not happening today.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been canceled.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah, you can speak on that on Zay. Is what I'll let.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But salutes to everybody. But no. Nike has done that. Before in the past, where they've auctioned stuff off for charities and things like that. So I don't think this is anything new. Now, as far as them getting into the resale game, there's been a lot of rumors swirling around for years that they're already involved in certain, consignment shops or platforms or anything like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if down the road they possibly do figure out a way to cut into becoming, part of the resale game, right?
Yeah.
Because look, we already have retailers that are in the resale game, whether it be, Atmos backdooring pairs to various resale platforms, which we all know that that's what they do because they were caught on tape doing that. Whether it be Marcus Jordan, doing what he was doing, we saw, him backdoor pairs to resellers and all that other stuff. But I mean, when you look at, there's major retailers, look at Foot Locker. Foot Locker has invested, what, $100 million, I think, in the GOAT.
Yeah.
I think it was. So, all those situations, it's just like, I think eventually they will, but I don't think that this means in particular that they're into the reselling platforms right now.
I guess out of everything, because I don't have much of an issue with Nike on this, but I do have one. Nike thumbsing up this, because like I said in my video, when you go to the Dornbecker event, there's a whole bunch of suits and ties there. Mm-hmm. Those guys don't care about this. Like, they don't care too much about the shoe. I mean, they care about the fact that a kid made it, but they're there to donate regardless of whether they get a shoe or not. You get what I'm saying? People are in there donating towards the shoes that are going on auction, but I'm pretty sure people are just making nice donation off the rip, whether they get a shoe or not. Whether they get outbidded, if a person gets outbidded by someone else, they probably still be like, all right, well, I was gonna do 30. This dude did 100,000. I'm not doing that, but I'll go still drop 15,000 off into the charity pot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're taking donations at that event. You get me? Mm-hmm. With this one, it's a little bit. I mean, it's still kind of like going towards the Oregon State football. But the point I'm trying to get to is that Nike has stated that they want to find a way to get rid of the bots, the backdoor, and the resell, and how they want to figure out a way to make things fair. Do you feel like them giving thumbs up to things like this, they're kind of, I guess, encouraging, or they're playing on the fact that their shoes are going for a lot?
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah.
Yeah, there's other things that they've done as well that kind of show that whole, hey, we want to give people a fair chance is kind of just, tongue in cheek talk that it's really not anything. Like, that's okay, let me use this. Okay, so everybody remembers, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody here is like very much.
Hit that like button, hit that motherfucking like button. I need 100. I need 100.
What you mean you invited Kai, but you're not inviting me? What you mean?
There you go. I need 100, guys. We at 89 right now. Continue, John. My bad. Sorry.
Okay. No, yeah. So look at the way that they handle the Dornbecker collection, right? When that stuff first started back in the day, it was pretty available, especially when you go to the Sixes and all that stuff, right? You could go. They would restock them constantly, and if you wanted them, you could actually go get them. Well, look at how they handle the Dornbecker sneaker now. Mm-hmm. Look at how they handle that whole process.
There's not even like release dates, really. Like, hasn't been like a solid like release date of Dornbecker, right? It's been like weird.
Exactly. But look at how they've turned them from being, first off, the shoe was supposed to be all about charity. That was one of the reasons why people wanted to buy the sneaker, was because, it would be a child designing it, and it was all about the story and all that stuff. Like, for me, the Dornbecker 6, for me, I love that sneaker because of what it represents. The kid, what he went through, his struggles and stuff like that. But if you look at how they've handled the Dornbecker releases, especially, the 3s and stuff like that, they've made them from a shoe that everybody could get, where, if you wanted it, if you really wanted to donate to the charity and all that stuff, you could do that, to where you can't get it anymore. It's turned from something that was about helping a charity. It's now turned into something that's all about feeding resellers' pockets.
I get you there, and I definitely look at it that way, because let's make it fact. If Nike wanted to make Dornbecker the hospital $100 million, they could do it easily by just making that shoe extremely available, because we're all gonna cop it.
Exactly.
They can open a pre-order, make motherfuckers pay it, and that shit would make a fucking billion. Number, people will buy as many as they could on a 3, a 6, a 1. I mean, 1 through goddamn all of them, all the Jordans where everybody's gonna buy them. Imagine they were like pick and choose. They could. That hospital could make $1 billion.
And so that's always been my thing with Nike, and when like people, when they say, hey, we want to stop bots and all these things, and people, like yourself, of course, reported and other people are talking about, and there's a lot of discussion. In my personal opinion, I think it's very clear that Nike does not want to stop those things. Because if they did, there's a lot of very simple things that they could do to stop that stuff. And I've spoken about this with multiple people. Pre-ordering is very easy, right? You could literally set up a pre-order and have a day or two open, set days. You let people know when the days are. It's set days. The maximum limit you could order is maybe 3 pairs per person, and you can just leave the pre-order and run it up. If you want to bot 45 pairs from a pre-order, feel free, because everybody will just get their chance.
Yeah.
If you want to have multiple accounts, feel free.
That pussy popping on a handstand.
Indirectly, this is Nike. Phil Knight is Oregon's biggest donor and is part of this charity organization, along with other Nike alumni. It's in the press release. It's for the players, so I'm not mad.
Salute to Daryl Fly. Indirectly, this is Nike. Phil Knight is Oregon's biggest donor and is a part of the charity organization along with other Nike alumni. It's in the press release, and it's for the players, so I'm not mad. Salute to Daryl Fly. I appreciate the $5 in Continue. I'm gonna look into that while John's talking. I'm gonna look into this actual company division. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So if we're talking about pre-orders, like I said as well, I've spoken with multiple people about it. You can have a day or 2 days where you open up pre-orders for everybody, and whoever orders a shoe is whoever orders a shoe. And then after that, you stop the pre-orders. You could still have in-store releases because you know that there's going to be a bunch of people that don't remember or forget or don't have the money at the time to get the pre-order. You can make them limited releases in the store and then fill the orders. Now, again, when you fill the pre-orders, what that also does, it cuts out on waste. It cuts out on you, buying a bunch of materials or wasting a bunch of materials because, again, there's a lot of stuff that goes to stores that doesn't get sold and just sits there forever and then goes to outlets. You'd be able to allow people to have their stuff on lock. You'd get the money up front. Everybody would pay and everybody would be happy, and bots would not affect those issues. And you would still have a resale market. People would still clamor for your product, but it just wouldn't be like it is right now, where you're only meeting 7% of the demand. Those numbers were put out by Nike. So if you really wanted to stop bots and you really wanted to help people out, you could easily do that. But they're not going to do that, at least not in the foreseeable future, I don't believe. They're not interested in doing that. And that's something that they could have done years ago. It's the truth. If you actually look at it, they're going the complete reverse way and making things harder for people to get. I mean, look at the Nike SB, what it's turned into now. That I've been in, SB, since its inception. It's completely ridiculous now. It's gone completely reverse. There's no GRs. Everything is release date. Everything is super limited to shops. They barely send any pairs now to people that have accounts. It's much harder to get this stuff than it was 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago.
So let's break this down. Salute to that person that donated. I'm just gonna say something real quick to you, John. That the actual Division Street, the company that's foreseeing the actual StockX thing. Phil Knight says we put together an extremely capable group to deal with the fast changing landscape of NIL, led by Rosemary St. Clair, Division Street CEO and former VP/GM of Nike Women, and Rudy Chapa, Division Street Chairman of Board and former Nike VP of Sports Marketing. So those are some people that actually are running this division. People are former Nike employees. So like he said, division is Nike. It's a part. It's a family. So in a way, it's indirectly, but it's Nike people that run the division people. It's the division shit at the same time. So I'm not mad at all to what the money's going towards. So I'll get that out the way to people. Like I'm not mad at Nike about that or mad at the division or anything. I'm just saying I'm like you said, this is like a footstep to what we're going to continue to see more and more happen. And back to that Dornbecker situation, we see Nike wanting to fix these type of things. But one thing is for certain, they do value the value of their shoes. And that's why they won't release a Jordan 3 Dornbecker again, because they don't want to ruin that value. That's what I feel like. They can easily re-release the shoe and sell it out or whatever the hell, make hella money, but they know when they re-release a certain sneaker that it devalues that shoe. That's the only thing I can at least think of is the reason why they won't do that, John, is because they don't want to ruin the value, the exclusivity. It's like they're trying to battle that within. It's obvious a battle I feel like they're going with.
But I mean, is it really about value? Because there are certain sneakers that honestly, if it's dope, it's gonna sell. If you look at the 11s, they make tons of them every single year, and people buy those out of the store every single year. They sell out every single year, and there's tons of pairs out there. They have retroed some Dornbecker sneakers. The Dornbecker 3 that you're talking about, they did retro that sneaker. Why? They understood it had value, and when they did, what happened? It sold out immediately. They retroed the 6 as well. What happened? That sold out immediately when they retroed that too. There's other Dornbeckers. They retroed the Dunk, a Dornbecker Dunk, and that sold out immediately. So Nike is more marketing than anything else. Right? Everybody thinks that those buildings are just all buildings where people sit around and think about sneakers. It's not. A lot of those buildings are full of people that understand marketing. They understand their customer. They understand their consumer. They know what's going on. So they know what they're doing. They're not stupid. Like a lot of people just think that Nike is behind and they don't get it. No, they get it. They're more ahead of issues than you really think. And I think that that's why we're seeing retailers do some of the things that they're doing. Again, Foot Locker investing in GOAT. There's a reason why they did that, because they know that Nike wants to go more direct to consumer. And they know that eventually something may happen where they aren't going to get the product that they need to get to survive, because their shelves are filled with Nike stock, Nike products. So when you get hit like that, it's going to hurt. And so they're just protecting themselves. So I don't think that, I don't think that pre-ordering or any of those things will hurt Nike. I don't think it'll hurt the value of the sneakers. I don't think it'll hurt anything. If anything, again, you can still have limited in-store releases. You can still do that, and it won't kill your brand at all. We've seen it with other brands. I think Adidas was doing it for a little bit for a model. It escapes me right now, but there was a model that Adidas was doing pre-orders, and then they were also, doing limited in-store releases as well. So I don't think it'll hurt at all.
I'm gonna put my tinfoil on, but it is kind of crazy. And like, if I'm a reseller, like a person reseller, and I deal directly, and I don't use a StockX, I feel like that shit's about to end pretty. Like that shit's gonna die out eventually too. I feel like eventually the only way to make your money, the only way, like I feel like over time we're gonna see that type of reseller phase out, the direct reseller. And what I mean by that is like, as a reseller, if you're someone who just resells in general, you're already having to compete with StockX as is. And I feel like over time, that like StockX and Gold and eBay are going to continue to get more and more powerful to the point where I don't know. I just wonder how that's going to end up, how these people that maybe got stores, consignments, how they're going to end up having to battle those prices. I mean, one thing is for certain, there's a difference, is that when you go to a store, consignment shop, you can get it right then, right now. So that's one thing that they always have over those companies. But now StockX got these, or Goat got these fast shipping things and all that. But I feel like even from Nike's, if Nike was like, say, like where they were willing to get involved with the resale market, they're not going to go and deal with, they're not going to want to break bread with somebody that's just out here in the streets like reselling. They're going to want to deal with a big established company, a StockX or a Goat. So who knows, man? There's so many, like, somebody in the comments said that StockX Nike owns it. I don't know about all that. I don't even know if that was ever happened. Would we be able to know? Would the paperwork be in the public eye? Like,
Yeah, I doubt it. But that's an excellent point. That's a excellent point that you bring up. But I think that you have to think of two things, particularly in the world of resale, right? There's two things that are key when you're talking about resale and platforms. One of them is price, right? Generally, people are going to go wherever the lowest price is. Yeah. That's who's always going to win. Whoever's got the lowest price. And two, who's ever authentic, if you're into authentics. Unless you're into fakes, I'm not talking about people that buy unauthentic products. I'm not talking about people that are buying fakes out there. I want to state this. I have no issues with people that wear fakes, do whatever you want to do. I don't care about that. I'm talking about strictly authentic product, okay? So whoever, you trust more to authenticate, or whoever you feel like is going to give you authentic product and price, those are the two things that generally are going to, judge, how people are going to deal with you as far as that. So I think when you look at consignment shops, of course, like the guys that just got in the game, the whatever consignment shops, Joe Blow's consignment shop that just opened up yesterday, he may suffer, but Flight Club, I don't think is going to go anywhere, especially due to the fact they're tied into GOAT.
Well,
so like these big. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, John, do you think it's even possible? Because Daryl said in the chat, Nike making their own marketplace.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was just
Okay.
about to get into that. Yeah, Nike doesn't need the thing. Nike's a billion-dollar company. They don't need StockX or Go to put together a platform. They can do it on their own. Like it's not. It honestly is not rocket science, especially with a lot of the tools and relationships that they have. They can put together their own platform and resell their own products.
Yeah.
It does
I
bring
got
into a conflict of of business.
I
It
got
is
you,
a
yeah.
conflict of interest, but they can do it.
Imagine Nike buying a huge facility, right?
Yep.
You cop hold
Ooh,
on.
that pussy
Credibility drop.
popping on
Switch to
a
credibility.
handstand.
Your credibility is shot now, John. You got all in your feelings because you don't like tops, but now you've realized you're a sensitive little bitch ass had no real good reason. Hashtag exposed yourself.
Okay, hold on. This one's for you, John.
Mhm.
Your credibility is shot now, John. You got all in your feelings because you don't like tops, but now you realize you're a sensitive little bitch ass has no real good reason. Hashtag expose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to respond to that, and I could follow up?
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely can. First off, salutes to the donators. My credibility is not shot, and it's never been shot. I don't have a problem with tops, and I'm pretty sure that's either Top that donated or Sneaker Jacks. But I don't have a problem with Tops, and I never have. My credibility was never shot. The reason why the trial is not happening is because Tops actually deleted evidence, and he knows that. And we
Wouldn't that be wouldn't that be a charge in itself though?
Listen.
Okay.
Like I said, I'll let it go. I don't have an issue with Tops. That's never been my issue. My issue with Tops and why he was brought up on charges was because he lied on my name, and he knew he was lying. Because immediately after that, and I'll explain. I don't want to take up too much of your
No,
thing
go ahead.
since we're here. Okay.
Go ahead.
So the reason why, again, and I explained that the reason why the whole trial was even going to happen was because Tops lied upon my name, and he knew that all that stuff up there in the trial was a joke. He knew it was a joke. I actually went to DB's platform just to, let DB know, hey, I was just joking. So I put him up there on the screen too. His video played first, and DB knew it was a joke. Everybody knew it was a joke except for him. He was the only one that took it seriously. He was the only one that got upset about it. And the thing is the evidence that he deleted, in that evidence, he played the video from DB's live where I'm telling everybody it's a joke, and everybody on the live is saying it's a joke. Everybody knew it was a joke. Everybody. And he was the only one that kept, going on and saying that it's not a joke and I'm attacking him. I've never attacked Tops. I don't have an issue with Tops. I don't dislike Tops. I don't hate that Tops is a reseller. I don't want to be a reseller. I don't want to be like Tops at all, because he keeps saying, well, you want to be like me. I don't want to be like him at all. I respect Tops and his business and his hustle. But again, and the crazy thing was, I explained this with DB, why I did what I did, because it was for fun. It was a joke. We were all joking up there. So my argument to get Zaire out of the charges was to utilize Tops and to utilize Tops and his influence. But he keeps taking that part of the argument and trying to turn it into me hating on him. And it's not. I explained it multiple times. Even I think his alter ego even explained to him during the trial. And he still continues to go on saying that. So, him and Sneaker Jackson, whoever else, can continue to say that I hate Tops, but I don't. I have no issue with Tops whatsoever.
All right. We got somebody I'm gonna bring this person that's in here real quick, but hold on. I want to say one thing about my Nike thing. Nike, if you're listening, probably not, but this is a good thing you guys could do. Buy a humongous warehouse, right? And when you drop a release, say for instance the Jordan 1 patent breads drop. Say Nike was this is how Nike could enter the resale game, and I'm unfortunate. I hate to even promote this, but I can see this happening possibly in the near future. Nike has something called Nike Recop, Nike something resale. I don't know, whatever. Name that the company. And when you buy, say you hit on the patent leather shoes, right? When you buy the shoe, you got 3 days to determine one thing. You can resell it right then, and that shoe be sent to, you would make your money, and that shoe would be sent to that customer that bought it on the app. Or you can have StockX hold your, you can have a Nike hold your shoe until you're ready to sell it, but they're going to charge you a weekly or a monthly storage fee that would help them pay for that huge storage, because they're going to have to hold a whole bunch of people's sneakers. And then whenever you're ready to sell, when you find a price you like or bid or whatever, you can sell it then. And that would help Nike hold the product so that you will not, Nike can 100% say their product is 100% authentic, because once it gets shipped out and it gets to someone else, then you got Nike having to determine whether a shoe is real or fake, which they don't never want to even touch. But if they know if it's in their possession, that the shoe is from them, it's authorized, it's authentic, and all that. But Nike could hold on to the shoe for you, charge you a fee to hold that would help them pay for their fees of holding this in the warehouse, and then you can literally buy the shoe, hit on patent leather that day, and be like, hey, you can resell this shoe right now for $400. You want to sell it now or hold it? And it's some weird shit, but like that's how they could low key do that if they wanted to entertain it. But I know they won't. I don't think they're gonna ever just blatantly go out and entertain it like that. I just don't believe that Nike would disrespect that. Let me see what this is though. Yo. Oh. Hey sir, how you doing? How to make
Doing
sure?
well,
How to
you
make?
know.
How to make?
Heard my name.
How to make sure you was a legitimate person, bro?
Heard the name.
Are these two?
Okay.
Are these
Oh,
missing?
salute.
Are these
Alter
missing?
ego, salute.
Are these
salute.
missing 2%? Is that why you're leaning like that?
Bro, I'm just wondering, are these missing 2%, Tony D? Are they missing 2%? What?
Yo, Ron, for me to say they're missing 2%, I'm still waiting on this nigga to rip these shoes. Ron, you said some shit that I'm astonished by. I need to see that. Like, I would pay for that video. All I see is like a big ass motherfucking like Hawaiian dude, like a Rakishi motherfucker, just ripping them bitches open, bro. And you gotta give me that guy.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this, right? The person that did it is probably only got like maybe 10 or 15 pounds over you. Okay?
Oh damn.
I'll give you that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salute to D Blake. I think D Blake recently did a video where he ripped open some sneakers as well. Granted, they are not top quality fakes, but nonetheless, mission accomplished.
Alberta said, is that the proprietary blend of that midsole? Yo, you gonna have us saying that word for a minute now, Ron. Proprietary blend.
For the record, I'll say it here again. I found the proprietary blend. Okay? I found it. Okay? It's real. Okay?
Okay.
And that goes for all Nike rubber outsoles. All the outsoles that use any type of rubber, the proprietary blend is a real thing, okay?
Okay.
I'll touch on Tony D, your thing first, and then I'll get into John.
Let me ask him one quick question. Right? Casey said, do you think that Nike made these Oregon Ducks that StockX is auctioning off? Of course. They made, what you mean? They made all the Nike products.
Yeah, they made all of that. Yeah,
this is authentic. Yeah. Now, do I think they made additional? Do I think they made additional pairs for this actual event? There's a possibility because I'm pretty sure the actual athletes need the shoes as well.
Players, staff.
I'm saying they didn't. I think the players will still be wearing Oregon Duck Ace. I don't think they said, "Hey guys, we have all these shoes, but we're not going to give them to you. We're going to auction them all up." I'm pretty sure the players are still going to have their pairs as well. But go ahead, Ron.
Yeah. This is just for fundraising. Players, staff, equipment managers, they still all got their pairs already. Exactly. You know what I mean? So
exactly. Go ahead.
I think I heard your idea about the warehouse thing, right? Yeah. Me personally, I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
However, I would like to see Nike join blockchain, okay, to authenticate the products. Nike has been teasing at the blockchain for a while. If you look at your sneakers post 2018, they all have a QR code on the size tag on the inside of the shoe, and they all have a QR code on the size tag on the box itself, right?
Yes, sir.
So the only way I see Nike taking responsibility is that they will have to roll out the blockchain, and that will go across all point of sale systems, including Foot Locker, Foot Action, all authorized retailers, right?
Yep.
Scan each individual shoe tag, then scan the box, then print out the receipt. So that way, when the person comes to return the shoe or sell the shoe anywhere, the same process has to happen. They have to scan each individual shoe, scan the box, and then scan the receipt that the shoe came with to ensure authenticity. That's the only way I see it happening. That's the only way I see it happening.
Well, I'm not a big blockchain guy, like as far as like the knowledge behind it. Unfortunately, even though I did even like blockchain and like crypto and shit, that's all playing a part. But Ron, what was the blockchain? How would that help China from replicating these QR codes and these receipts? Would it be some sort of encryption on that's only in the database of Nike that would not allow a Chinese company to infiltrate that without it hacking it of some sort of way? Is that what it would?
Basically, yeah. Like each individual shoe already comes with a unique identification code. It's directly under the size on the size tag. Each individual shoe. Now, I'm not talking about the UPC. Each individual shoe has DNA at this point, digital DNA, I should say, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Like when the counterfeit pairs come over, even if some pairs have the same numbers, the authentic pairs are already in the blockchain
Oh,
meaning
no
that
duplicate. Duplicate
yeah,
means fake. Like, whoa, why?
facts.
Yeah, I got you. It wouldn't allow it to
Non-fungible.
do it.
Non-fungible.
Yeah, it wouldn't allow it to do it twice because we already have this. It already has a social security. We don't need another one. Why is there two of them?
Exactly.
And we know
exactly.
what. Okay.
Red flag automatically. Instant red flag.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the only way I see it happening. Hopefully Nike rolls it out. Like I said, they've been teasing at it for a few years. But who knows? It's really just it's as simple as point of sale, scanning each individual shoe, bro, in the box, bro.
Which can be done automated
John,
too by robots. Go ahead.
John, listen to me.
You
know you got off light, right? You know you got off light.
Explain
I was coming for you. I was gonna hunt you down. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I was coming, bro. I was coming. I was disappointed when I just heard you say that court is canceled. I've been foaming at the mouth all fucking weekend. Okay. I was coming, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was coming, bro.
Listen. First off, salutes to you. And again, Alter Ego can attest that that's why I say like that donation is ridiculous. Look, again, the reason why the trial's not happening is because Topps deleted and tampered with vital evidence to the case. That's literally what he did. Right,
allegedly.
So okay. So, but I figured that you would be there. Again, we again, now that it's not happening, maybe we'll meet down the road. Maybe there'll be another
battle of
case.
the faceless coming soon.
Facts, big facts.
There'll be another case down the road. But again, that's not happening. Again, for anybody that thinks that I hate Topps, I don't hate Topps. I have no issues with him. It was a joke. He took it ridiculous. He's very sensitive, and I've told him this, that he's very sensitive and that it was just a joke and it wasn't serious. I have no hate to Topps. I don't care that he gets shoes early or whatever it is that he's doing. I wish him nothing but the best in his business, but it was a joke. And that's why, again, I filed charges on him because he lied during the live that he did on his platform and a live that he did with Rob's platform as well. He lied. And then when he knew what the truth was, he lied various times on my name about various things, and he also slandered my name, and he also was going around just being very sensitive as well. But Alter Ego, maybe down the road I'll see you in another case. Just
absolutely.
I have a quick question.
That case is locked tight. That's what I'm saying. Make sure the case is locked tight, because if I can, I got a lock picker. You know what I'm saying? And if I can, lock, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
I got a quick question because my man Jives, or I can't pronounce it, but he bringing it. Some people are still talking about the Oregon thing, and I want to keep it. I mean, we could talk. We could still go. I want you, Ron, to go ahead and say what you're going to say. We could talk this too as well, but I want to come back and forth with this topic. He quoted, and this, I guess this is probably one of the quotes on the StockX. Through a partnership with Division Street, proceeds will benefit the participating football student athletes at the University of Oregon. So, with this new law that they can get paid, do you think this is going into their pockets? Like these students are getting paid like athletes? Like you think it's that way? Because it's obvious. I don't think they need money for equipment. I don't think they need money for any of that. I think it's for the actual athlete pocket. Do you believe that? Do you think that, based upon what that quote was stating?
Like a stipend, like I think they might give a student like a piece of it. Like is the entire, I think you showed a shoe that sold for 80,000.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's bidded right now, so I don't know if it's sold yet.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I don't think, let's say hypothetically the shoe sells for 80,000. I don't think that they're gonna pick out a student and say, here's 80,000.
No, but do you think if they made $1 million, they'll break it up between all the people and divide it?
They'll break it into a stipend, and it won't be just for athletes. The current students. It's gonna go into a fund to support the students from here on out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I wonder if it can go towards like scholarship or something.
Benefiting.
Yeah,
something like that. Scholarships, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I completely agree with that. That's what I would think too. I don't think like I don't even think they'd break it up like, okay, everybody on the football team's going to get this. No, they break it up in amongst various, parts of the program. And like you said as well, with, scholarships and stuff like that. Maybe even, support giving to some of the staff as well to help pay for some of the things that they're doing as well.
Okay. Ron, is there anything you wanted to continue to say what John was saying, or what that?
I respect John's, the way he moves, right? I respect that. You know what I mean? He likes to gather his evidence. Mm-hmm. He likes to secure the W before it happens, right? Right? I respect it. You know what I mean? I respect it, right? But the thing is, right? He's not the only one with a MacGyver kit, okay? He's not the only one.
Shit.
Okay? They didn't stop making MacGyver kits when he found his. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm out here. People have called me a fucking spin master, spin doctor. Listen, I was gonna fucking spin the dough in the air until 3 pizzas came out of that bitch, bruh. Okay? Okay. I was really ready, bro. I was really ready, bro.
Is this some sort of competition with the faceless, or was it like are you trying to
God damn.
are you trying to remain supreme here, Ron, or what?
I'm just trying to keep my footing, okay?
Okay, I got you.
I just gotta keep my footing, okay? I will not waver. I will not bend, bro. Salute to fucking Shotty, okay?
Okay.
Listen, like I said, Ron, I respect you. I understand you're the DA. You're the ETC DA. I respect what you do. I respect the ETC police as well. But sometimes when I see a miscarriage of justice, I will step in, present my evidence, and do the best that I can. And listen, Zaya is free, and that's all that matters. Tony, if you ever come up on charges, just know, you might have somebody out there that has some evidence, that may help you as well. You know what I mean? So I'll be there. But again, salutes to you, Alter Ego, and salutes to Zaya as well. You guys put together some good stuff. Keep the content coming. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. But again, it's all love. I'm all about love and respect to everybody. I'm not here to cause any harm to anyone at all. I'm all about
no malice, no malice
exactly.
whatsoever. But I just want to give Tony his flowers. I appreciate you acknowledging the trial, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Tony D put that man on trial first, okay?
For valid
legendary
reasons. For valid reasons.
Legendary.
For valid reasons. And it was
super valid.
Yeah,
it ended in the catch-up bath. It was so valid, okay?
Yes. And Zaya holds that to himself. He loves me, but deep down there's a little, one thing about Zaya that we can all know is he hates losing, and he showed it. He showed it there. So
he wants us to get back. Wants us to get back.
So he's waiting on me to slip up eventually. Hit that motherfucking like button. We got 226 in the building.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
go ahead.
I gotta get up out of here. I just want to say, salute to John.
Salute.
Much respect for what you're doing, right? Because people like to say, oh, because you want to retain a certain level of privacy, that somehow that detracts from the information that's presented, right? And I feel like as long as you present information and people can't refute it, that's the only time they resort to attacking, or I would say, resorting to ad hominems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's the only time, bro. And Half-Breed,
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you, bro, because if it wasn't for platforms like yours, amongst others, there would be no trolls with voices. You know what I'm saying?
And there would be no accountability.
You feel me? So I definitely got to give you respect.
Appreciate it, man.
And I got to say, for the record, there's a certain level of admiration that I have for content creators. There's a certain level of consistency that y'all have that I'm just not capable of. Okay? So, salute.
We respect you for what you do, and your great memory. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have short-term memory in this space as well. And
that's facts.
We need more people that have good memory that way. That if you want to, you could switch your thoughts and opinions on things, but you got to be able to admit that, oh, this is what I once thought, and I'll admit that I was wrong. Now this is what I think now. Not just wait, one day is the sky's blue, the next day the sky's red, and I never said it was blue.
A temporary what is it called? Temporary amnesia that's going around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So salute to the chat, and salute to the Too Wild crew.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully I see you working. I was trolling you in the Discord, but I see you up here working, bro.
Yes, sir. Okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right, salute, man.
Yeah. Are you anything else you want to say, John? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Listen, again, Tony, dude, keep doing what you're doing. I really, really love your content. I've been watching you for years. I'm glad that you're back live streaming. What I'm saying? Allow people to talk to you and have these discussions. So this is what, great content is, being able to go back and forth and exchange ideas about a lot of different things that's going on, especially within the sneaker community. You've been doing this for so long, you've seen the various changes and the ups and the downs and, you know, the where we at right now. So it's just a beautiful thing to see, man. So salutes to you, man. Salutes to the chat as well, man. Y'all have a good one. All right.
All right, brother.
All right,
Appreciate it.
peace.
Yep. So yeah, man, they had a little, debacle, but I got some good insight and thoughts and opinions. If you're coming in late, we did talk about a lot of stuff already been live for about an hour now. And basically StockX is doing the drop X on 100 pairs of Oregon ducks that is being led by the Division Street, which is a company ran by Oregon, who is the CEO and I think marketing strategy are being led by people who were previously worked with Nike, like previous former vice presidents of women, former vice presidents of marketing. So in a way, Nike has there's a lot of former Nike employees and executives that run Division, which now is running this. So in a way, Nike is playing their parts. Is it as bad? Are they entering the resale market in a way? They're playing on the value of the sneaker. Is it going to something that I'm mad about? Not really. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad what they're doing. At the same time, we know Nike wants to combat resale, and it's just kind of weird, kind of confusing space we're in now because they want to combat these things, but they will dibble and dabble and play along with it as well. You know, whether it's through stuff like this, other sorts of auctions and things of the past as well. But one thing is for certain, Nike has not yet openly and just straight up did some sort of auction and pocketed the money. So, you know, to each his own. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how these things shape and move forward into the future because I do know, like I said, Nike's gonna find its way into this market some way, somehow. If I'm somebody who sells a product and I see my product being flipped and done and flipped and dipped and tripped, I'm gonna want to find a way to have control of it. You know, have control over that some way, somehow. Because really, like, you think about it, Nike has control of Nike don't even have control of who they sell their product to, really. Because you got people botting and taking that shit, backdooring it. They just drop product and they don't know what happens after that. But they see what happens afterwards through markets and third party apps like StockX, Go, eBay, Twitter, all that. So what does the future hold? I don't know, man. It's a crazy thing, man. I should bid on them? I ain't got $80,000, man. So I'm sorry, Slothian. But hit that like. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're gonna try to keep these things around an hour long, and we'll see what's next, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out, man. Peace, man. As a matter of fact, we're gonna run it like this. That's how we gonna run it. We're gonna end these shows off a little bit more smoother in a way. You feel me? Just so I can smoothen it out for y'all. Where's that? All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.